What's going on? It's Wilmer Craven coming to you another day with another video. Hit that like, share, and subscribe button. Leave a comment down below. Make sure you hit that notification bell as well so when we drop a new video, you will see that video in your feed or notifications. Also, if you'd like to make a donation, leave a donation. You can click on that link, leave a donation. After you click on the link, we'll be gladly appreciated. So, something was brought to my attention, and I noticed it is said a lot amongst the women, and that is, he loves you without conditions. His love isn't based on what you do, but who you are. And that also coincides with he loves me for who I am and my inner being. You all love to throw that at guys, and the harsh reality is we don't. We love you for what you do. And the biggest thing that we'll love you for what you do is what I say time and time again. Listen. If you're listening to him and you show that you listen to the things he say and you actually act upon those things that he says, he in his mind is thinking that he's important. He's important to you. Things that he say matters. That means he's going to be more inclined to do certain things for you. But for him to just love you for who you are, that falls into what we say. Females think just because she a female, she gets such and such and such and such, and she do whatever it is she want to do. We don't go for that. We're not moved off of that. It's just not going to happen. Are you going to buy your child video games just because you can buy them video games? Or are you going to buy your child video games or new shoes, even though they already got shoes, based upon things that they've done and earned? Like good grades, doing their chores, showing that they're helpful, thoughtful, all that stuff. That's generally how it works. Now, you start rewarding children and giving them all types of stuff. We classify that as spoiled behavior, and that's what's end up going to happen is that child acts spoiled. They think they're supposed to get such and such and such, do what they want to do, have their way, and when it doesn't happen, they throw a nasty tantrum. I mean, it's kind of what you all do as well. You don't get your way. I mean, we've seen it time and time again on the internet. I mean, social media shows us a lot of stuff. Well, you'll see somebody a female on social media, throwing a hissy fit or making up some kind of story, an allegation or something to get the guy in trouble to make him do what she wants him to do. Or if she decides she want to break up and then he decides he don't want to do nothing and she gets upset because he's not fighting, not getting her way. No, that's not how this works. There's no benefit for you all in that. I mean, you can possibly get some guys who do that, but the guys who you really want, the guys who will really protect you and make sure you good, you ain't going for that. We're not going for it. And if he is still there, he probably going to be one of them ones that's got, no, you know what, I'm going to deal with her over here. I'm going to have her on the side, blah, 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 because she do this and she do that and she ain't doing what you doing. And I don't feel like dealing with the stuff that you doing. We're not moving off of what it is that you look like or just because. We move off of what you do. We initiate contact based upon how you look, not based upon what you say. What you say happens after we deem that you look a certain way, to our liking. Now, every guy's liking is different, but we move off of that. I mean, we know this to be the case because females are constantly asking, do guys like natural beauty still? Because we see this female over here got the BBL or whatever else, and she moving around and trying to be, you guys in the DMs and all that stuff. Dudes are still moving. They're going to move off of what something looks like, what something doing. Who's enticing what? That's just how it works. But for you to think that he's just going to love you for just you And on top of the fact that you're not really revealing the real you, you show him all this other fake stuff where you got fake nails, fake hair, makeup on, all this and that. Yeah, that's kind of interesting because you want him to like you for you, but then when dudes say, well, I want to see the real you, show me a picture of you without makeup and all that stuff, there's an issue there. You get upset. How does this help or benefit him? If when he says the things that he likes and you give him a fight. I've said this time and time again for as long as my son's been born. At least as long as he's been born. If you put hands up is a fighting stance. And if you're going to put your hands up, be defensive, well, no, a defensive stance is a fighting stance is what I would used to say. So if you get in the defensive stance and every time you get defensive about somebody saying something, you're now going to engage into a fight because now you're in a defensive stance and you're going to throw a blow, whether it's verbally or whatever. So when you do that, you expect there may be a counter. So he may counter you. Now you're in a fight. For what? Because you got defensive? Because he said something you didn't like. And he said something that because he thought such and such and such, and he wanted to tell you such and such and such, more likely because you don't listen to him. Now there's an issue there. Now you're going to bed mad at each other. Oh, I don't want to do this. Don't talk to me. I want to stay mad. All this little foolish, this simple stuff. That's frivolous. How are you benefiting from each other? I mean, we do all this talking about communication. Communication, in order to communicate, both sides have to talk. You know, a conversation then happens. It can't be a one-sided conversation. Well, this is what I want you to do, and this is how I want it to be. No. There's a difference between a guy saying certain things and he ragging you and putting you down and whatnot. But there's a difference between when a guy says such and such and he telling you, no, I think you should do so and so. Well, you did such and such, but I think you should so and so and so. That's a difference. He's trying to help you. He's not trying to attack you. That dude talking about you every single day, you fat and this and that, or I don't like how you look, when you gonna ever look good and all this other stuff. That's different. But he telling you, oh no, don't wear that outside. I don't want you to wear that. I don't like my woman wearing that. That's different. And then you start giving you a reason why. Different. Everything is not an attack. Him taking you for as you are means, in our mind, it means, all right, you got your flaws and you're going to continue to do your flaws. And you'll change them if you want to. Whereas we're thinking, we got to change this, and this for you. That's not fair. How is that fair? This is why guys are not wanting to sign up for a relationship, because it doesn't look like a fair trade. You want him to do all such and such and such and such. You got to meet the man halfway. Oh, that don't sound too good, right? Because that's that 50-50, right? That y'all talk about halfway. You know, meet me in the middle. Oh, halfway. So if you're not doing 50-50, which I think is, I always say I hate that term. Half and half, one over two, half and half. 50-100, half and half. If you're not doing that, what are you doing? Who's benefiting? You know, sharing is caring. But anyway, yeah. His love is not based on what you do. I don't care what you say. Love is an action verb. That means something has to be done in order for it to manifest. So for me to just love you just because it's not happening. I didn't love my son just because he came into this earth. No, there was time spent in the womb from day one when I realized he was conceived, even though his mother more likely say she didn't believe that she was pregnant. Day one, talking, day one. When he got here, still doing stuff. The more time I spent around him, the more I actually loved him. Now, granted, he's gotten bigger and he do some things that I can't stand, and I voice that. But again, what is being done? If people are not doing stuff to your liking, or they may do things where you find it, if you feel it to be disrespectful, you're not going to be operating in love during that moment. So what makes you think that the guy is automatically supposed to love you on what you don't do? What you don't do is something you're doing that triggering something. It's still a reaction. That's like asking your child to wash dishes, and you come in and they don't wash the dishes. How you think you're going to feel? So every time you go out there and you do what you want to do, you stay out on girls' night, and he more likely ain't going anywhere. And it's like, oh, you went out dressed like that with your girls, or what's up? But he take his butt out there and he in gray sweatpants. And you saying, where you think he going? You finna feel some type of way. Or he go out smelling good and he all dressed up, head to toe, looking exceptionally well, and he just put on a ton of cologne and he going out without you. And he may not do that every so often. And you looking like, oh, where you going? Oh, don't worry about it. Don't wait up. I'm going out with my guys. We going out. You may feel some type of way. I know some people are like, I don't care. But still, there's something that you may feel some type of way about because he's doing something. Let him be out in a female approach. You ain't gonna like the female, but if he shoot her down and you see that, you're gonna feel some type of way as well. You're gonna be like, oh, that's my man. He thinking about me. It's the same thing on both sides. We looking at it like, all right, yeah, I want to see what you do. Oh, and I'm a big advocate of that. I definitely want to see what you do. Every female I talk to, I want to see what they do. I'll be quiet. Let you talk, let you do. So I want to see what you do so I can determine if I want to engage or not. That's how we, see if somebody has what you all like to say, good energy, bad energy, the vibes and all that stuff. You got to let them person do what they going to do. Or you want us to just be booed the fool and get walked all over. No. As my grandma say, find a fool, bump his head. I'm not finna be a fool and you're not finna bump me upside my head. It's just not, that doesn't work for us. So, you want to be loved? Be mindful of what you do, because we're going to judge you on that. We're going to use that and determine how much love we're going to give you. Not what you think, we should give you. We're going to look and base it upon what it is that we're going to determine from the value. All right, well, she do that. Okay, that's cool. All right, I'll give so-and-so and so-and-so. But that's how we move. That's exactly how we move, and that's how we're going to move. And no matter how you try to twist it for us to actually just love you for just being you and not for what you do and done and gonna do, it's not working. I hate to bust your bubble, but it's not working. It's not gonna work unless you got some simp who just, take that from him. Who run up behind you, lick your bath water, drink your bath water, and all this other stupid mess that they say. Some of us, we ain't doing it. Nah. You want that? By all means. At some point, you're going to get tired of Buddy. Because he ain't going to have no backbone. He ain't going to lead nowhere. He running up behind you. He serving you. Yeah, see, all that stuff y'all be asking and demanding for, you don't realize that stuff, the way you're wording it, And wanting it is being classified as you're going to get a servant. Servants don't lead, servants follow. Keep that in mind. Whatever dude that you want for this long list you got, he's going to be serving you, which means you're not going to have a leader, which means at some point you're going to get tired of him because he can't serve you, because all he's doing is, well, no, he can't lead you because all he's doing is serving all this stuff that you got on this list. Good luck with that, because in the long run, you're going to get tired of it. But with that being said, it's Will McCraven. Hit that like, share, subscribe button. Notification bell, as well as that donation link that's down there. Drop a donation. Gladly appreciate it. With that being said, Will McCraven, I'm out.